I did try YouTube and self-paced course
Mm-hmm.
initially, but I did not understand a word there. I felt so lost.
Hmm.
There was no one to clear my doubts. But when I started at K21 Academy, their live classes, I could ask questions instantly, get real-world insights from doing their projects from experienced trainers, and learn in an interactive environment. Small batches make it a lot easier to learn and interact.
Hi, Kritika. Uh,
Hi.
Before we start this interview, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself to our viewers about you and your background, what you are doing, and where you are from.
Hi, I'm Kritika. I'm currently pursuing BTech in Bharati Vidyapeeth, doing electronics and communication engineering. I have a keen interest in AI, cloud computing, ML. I've worked on various projects regarding these topics, and I've participated in many hackathons. And I'm always eager to learn and explore new technologies.
Okay, that is great. If I'm not wrong, you are from electronics background, right?
Yeah.
So, how did you, decided that means, or how you have this interest on cloud computing and artificial intelligence and machine learning? Where did it come from?
I was more inclined towards core electronics and embedded systems.
Yeah.
What really caught my attention was how AWS is being integrated
Mm.
to IoT, automation, and even telecom networks,
Mm.
areas that I was already interested in.
Okay. So, how did you, decided to go for K21, and how did you decide that this is the platform I will be, learning this course? And because there are many other platforms, there are very resources that is there in the internet. So, what made you choose K21?
I did try YouTube and self-paced course
Mm-hmm.
initially, but I did not understand a word there. I felt so lost.
Hmm.
There was no one to clear my doubts. But when I started at K21 Academy, their live classes, I could ask questions instantly, get real-world insights from doing their projects from experienced trainers, and learn in an interactive environment. Small batches make it a lot easier to learn and interact.
So if I ask, how was the class environment? How you felt that in colleges we have professors, right? They
Yeah.
I have certain experience that there is difference in the teaching, in how a professor in a college teaches and how
Yeah.
in a online course a person who is already having a background or experience, they have sort of different style of teaching. So what made you, means what you feel, that is it right? Is it there in the K21 as well?
Obviously, I focused a lot more on hands-on practice instead of just reading theory again and again. And K21 Academy gave me live projects, and that helped me apply what I was learning instead of just reading about it.
Hmm.
Also, the trainers in the training session shared real-world scenarios. So instead of just knowing what like S3 machine or IAM is, I understood how companies actually use it. That made everything more practical and understandable for me.
Okay, great. So what was the projects or live hands-on projects that you were doing in this AWS and AI course?
Learning AWS class is one thing, but working on real projects I remember working on a serverless architecture using AWS Lambda and S3 machine. We hit a problem where the API gateway wasn't integrating properly. I had to troubleshoot in real time, something that no book or no video or any other course could have properly prepared me. But the teachers were so helpful that they gave me solution, and the members of the K21 Academy really helped me out in that case.
Okay. So, if I ask, since you have electronic background, and these, well, even though if you would be having certain level of computer science knowledge, was it possible for you to grasp these topics means easily, or was it difficult for you to understand?
To be honest, it was a mix of both. My knowledge of networking, embedded system architecture, and problem solving from engineering
Mm.
definitely gave me a head start. But at the same time, cloud computing is a different game altogether. It was very new to me. Concepts like IAM and cloud security were completely new to me, and that's where structured learning really helped.
So how did you, manage your time to, go to the college, and of course in engineering you have lots of exams, you have lots of things to do. So how did you manage to, do the courses apart from along with your classes in colleges? So how did you manage it?
It's like that I did work all days when I had my holidays, but when my colleges start, I used to do the work on weekends because when attending the sessions and doing work from like 2 3 hours gave me a lot more experience than I can do in the whole week. It was a great interactive class where I can learn everything. And in the weekday, I used to do my college work, and in weekends, I gave fully my internship, my AWS. I learned, I did everything that was required.
Okay. So, you think it is, manageable for a student to, do the courses along with the, you know, their uh,
Yeah. I guess yeah, it is fully manageable because I did when I was not even in the college. I did it like in 11th, 12th. I started there, and now I'm in final year. So I can say that if I can manage, anyone can manage. And it's not like that college is a very hectic thing. We have to study at home only. The college professors are not teaching us that much. So I think yeah, if we take out 2 3 hours in a day, that's more than enough for AWS.
So you said you had this you have started in 11th 12th standard. So
Yeah.
I think you have this keen interest very in the early stage of your life, right?
Yeah, I want to explore some options. I don't like that much coding, but I like how AWS is growing and automation, integration. I like that things.
If I'll ask you, I have zero background of tech. I have never done
Yeah.
any. So how difficult it can be for me to understand and how what level of coding is required and what exactly you are being taught. What would you suggest?
If you are doing AWS for fully cloud computing, no coding is required. In DevOps, Kubernetes, and AWS, no coding is required. But like me, I'm doing AI/ML, AWS and AI/ML, so that requires a little bit of coding in machine learning.
Hmm.
So I guess that's all right. It's not that heavy coding.
Yeah, I think Python is just required in that, right?
Yeah, it's even beneficial to learn a language like this.
I as like correct me if I'm wrong. I think I had done some research. I was going through some digging in the internet, and I found out that even Python has very built-in libraries, so you don't have to code. You can just take it.
Yeah, you just download some libraries, apply them, and the whole code is there in front of you.
I think that is one of the reason it is very convenient to learn. Where I just since you have done internship with us as well, so you were technical intern with us. So how was your experience?
My experience was great. It was super interesting, and I have had a lot of fun with my team members as well. I was working in my AWS team where we had the school environment. And we had done a lot of work together. It was great. The sessions, I've monitored a lot of sessions. I gained real time experience, and the projects I have made with them. It was a super exciting thing.
Okay, so if I ask like what how different it is to something that you learn in in your classroom or in your online courses is to when you come to implementing part when you work in a company and you work in a certain project, how you would say that it is different or what difference it makes in applying those concepts or skills that you have learned in the certification process.
I guess learning AWS is one thing, but if you do the real projects, that only then you can face unexpected challenges. And it's like I've done this certification, so it was not that difficult, but yeah, since it was my first certification, I was really nervous and all. And I've done theory part, and I've done real time projects on K21. It was given, and I think that really helped me, which does not teach in colleges and all. So I have to do this thing at my own, and I think K21 really helped me out in this.
So if I ask like what one certain project you worked and you felt that this is something very amazing that you know this that has made some impact in your skill set while doing this internship, and you felt that yeah, this is something cool that I have added and I can say it in the upcoming interviews whenever I'll be going for placement.
I think I have when I was doing my internship, I learned a lot, and as I'm doing AWS AIML, so I have created a generative AI chatbot,
Hmm.
which I made by watching K21 videos and courses. So I think that's a really cool project, and I've added in my resume, of course. So I think that also helped me out by giving this paper. It really helped me, and all the concepts were easy by making a project like this.
Mhm. So what upcoming goal you have now? Like since you are have done this AWS and AI, so what is the next step you are planning to do?
Now that I've done this certification, currently I'm pursuing generative ML certification to make my profile more stronger and a bag a good package. It's like I'm doing Python course right now from K21 only, and I am after Python I will do my ML certification practice, and then I think I will be ready to get the paper.
Okay. So what if I since I think you're in last years, right? Or you're in third year,
End of third year.
end of third year. So now from the next year you are going to just focus on your placements.
Yeah, after just 4 5 months.
Great. So what type of company or what is your aim? What you are aiming for the placement and in your college, or what is your plan for the placement?
Now that I have done internship in AWS and I have experience by gaining these certificates, of course I'll do more projects so that my resume can be more stronger. I think I'll aim for cloud computing jobs.
Mm.
Uh, and of course I will do the certification. After that I think I will move on DevOps.
Okay. So, do you have research like what type of packages you get in at the very initial stage of when you start your career from the cloud computing and AI/ML both?
Yeah. It's like I have this background of my cousins who are already doing these things. So I'm like getting help from them.
Hmm.
So I think initial package is very good if you have a good knowledge of any one language, if it's AWS or DevOps or Kubernetes, it doesn't matter. But if you know one language, you can achieve a higher package.
But if I ask, like after 5 years, when you have a good experience, you have gain more real world experience. What type of company you would like to see or upcoming 5 years of us?
I think after 5 years, my initial plan is to get a placement from either college or off campus, whatever suits. And I want to learn and experience jobs in India for 2 3 years. After that, I am planning to go to abroad so that I can get a higher package and get experience from there as well. So there's not any dream company right now, but yeah, my plan is to just do here and then go abroad and experience there as well.
Okay, so your dream for now is like long term goal is to
Yeah.
get a good years of experience and then move on to some for other countries for more exposure. Okay,
Yes.
great. Okay, so you have made a difference from your classmates or from the campuses, from the.
I think everybody is running on the same domain. Everybody, like in my college, I have noticed that everybody is doing coding, software development, but I am doing like cloud computing, which is very different from other people.
Good.
And I think that stands me out from college. And that's why I'm confident that I can get a placement.
So do you have companies coming to the colleges for the AIML or cloud computing?
Yeah, it's very trending, and I think people are not opting for these software solutions, but they are opting for AI ML only
I
now.
think in general, I believe I could be wrong, but I think software engineers are not something that has the spark in the market now.
Yeah.
It has. I think it has reached to the level that many of the people have already done and are working for like I think 10, 20 years. Yeah.
The saturation point has came.
Yeah. So, if I ask, after AIML, do you have any plans to? What do you think that if I ask for a student, how you aim that once you have done in the college that you have learned AWS, you have learned AI, you have learned ML. So, do you have plans to upgrade yourself in future? What you see that whether a person should always be up for upskilling themselves while doing the job, or what you feel that if this is something would be enough for long terms, for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, what do you feel?
I think when you're doing job, you have to upscale yourself. You have to keep doing work. It's not like you know AWS and now it's the end of the world. You just know everything. I think now I know AWS. I'll start. I'll get a job. Like imagine I get a job there. I will learn Azure. I will move to DevOps so that I can get a higher package job. I can know all the cloud computing and I can earn more money.
That is good. You have like a whole plans for your future, like what other things you have to do to make sure even in the critical market conditions also
Yeah.
you will not be having this fear of laying off or any other things or lose job.
Correct.
Yeah, that is great. I think you are very crystal clear about your future, that this is something you need to do.
I have people in my home who used to teach me, and they are making me knowledge about all this.
That is great. I think it is very important, when uh, you have this in your family, in your
Correct,
surrounding, it
correct.
helps a lot to make to get this clarity about the future. It's very good. Okay, so before we end this interview, I have a segment where I will be asking about some rapid fire round, just 2 3 questions for on a quick response. If I ask like what is the biggest myth people have about AWS and AML certification?
Biggest myth it would be that it guarantees a job. It helps in getting the interviews, but it did not does not guarantee a job.
Okay, okay. So one tip for the student who are at the very initial stage of their college or in the final year of of their college, what do you think? What would you advise them?
They should explore their career options, obviously, but if they are doing AWS, they just don't have to watch, they have to do as well. Hands-on practice is everything.
What was your thought on that AWS is something just not for the tech people who are techies, and
Yeah.
anyone from who have a good level of dedications and seriousness toward the course, then they can do it.
I think they have to put constant efforts, and they have to learn the concepts, and by doing this, they can, I think, overcome boredom.
Yeah. So I think it is just it's not something that require. Of course, we have discussed it, but yes, it
Yeah.
can be done by you if you have dedication.
Just constant efforts, that's all.
Okay. So thank you so much, Kritika, for taking out your time